for joining me. I am going to do a little seated flow, sitting here on a sunny afternoon in Australia. And yeah, this is like a little bike trail, and it's an off-leash dog park, more importantly. So fingers crossed we'll get some visitors come over. But yeah, I just wanted to do a short little seated flow. I hurt my back the other day. It's always really humbling. I've always been a really active person, and actually signed up for a 6-week beach volleyball course with my partner, and I was acting more agile than I am anymore, or maybe like a little more agile and athletic than I actually am. I am in my head, and I snapped my low back. So yeah, a little painful. So we'll do a little stretch, flow, yumminess for the back and just get some opening there. So if you got some low back pain, hopefully this is going to be for you. This is just going to come out of my body. What feels good to my low back, I'm going to give it to you, and know that some of it might resonate, some of it will not, because I'm speaking out of my body. So yours is different. And even our own bodies are different on every day. So we have to keep that in mind. Often we're comparing ourselves to other people's bodies, which is very, very frustrating. And then often we do it to ourselves as well. What our body was able to do last week or last year, or even what it looked like, a year before, or whenever we were younger. This comparison is really toxic. And so it's just watching. So we can practice that here on our mat, of not comparing ourselves to others, not comparing ourselves to ourselves. And yeah, everything that we do on the mat or in your practice translates to off the mat. It's all, it's a practice in so many ways. So anyway, good place to start. Let's close the eyes down and come in to your body. That might sound like a strange cue, but so often we're up in our head. I'm in my head so often. I'm intaking information a lot. I'm reading articles, I'm reading the news, or I'm listening to podcasts. Lots of things coming up into my head. So really needing to kind of set that to the side. We don't really get to shut it off. The mind thinks that's what it does, but we can push it over to the side. So I'll come back to you later. And then come down into the feeling body. So this is where we're going to be getting all kinds of messages. The brain gives us different kind of messages, but we want to listen to the body. Especially any points of pain and injury, since we're speaking to the low back today. Becoming more aware of the body. So feeling in, notice where you have any adhesion, where you have any freedom. So I'm having some adhesion in my low back, in my sacral area, so I can feel that tightness, that pinchiness. And again, we're not comparing, so we're not going to judge that pain. I'm not going to wrap a story around it about how I should be more athletic or how I should have been more aware. This is just what's happening. It's just what it is right now. So you're just acknowledging the sensation rather than adding a story to it. Take that off the mat with you too. Sensations rather than stories. So maybe take a moment just to tell yourself that you're present with whatever is going on. All is welcome. Nothing left out. So that you're willing to listen to any pains or any sadness or frustration. Anything that wants to come up is welcome. So kind of like laying out that stage or rolling out the red carpet for whatever parts of you need to be seen. It's an invitation we don't often give ourselves. So maybe take your hands to your heart for just a moment. Maybe say it to yourself again with the hands on the heart. It feels more true almost, or more like you can really, really feel that and trust that. And then slowly bring the hands to the knees. We're just going to move the spine, begin to swirl the spine. I'm going quite slow, and I'm finding the edges of this, so finding kind of the edge of resistance. And I can feel all kinds of things. So just feeling in any creaks, any cracks, any stiffness, any freedom. Maybe one side's a little more open than the other. Beautiful. Let's make it a bit bigger. You know, let's make it bigger with our arms as well. So you may have done this with me. I think I've done this a few times. It's like we're going to take the hands out. So kind of interlace the hands and take them out. And it's kind of like we're stirring a pot. So you can do it with just your arms for a moment, just to get the coordination. So you can just stir the pot with your arms. Ooh, I think we might have a guest. Hello. Hi. Maybe we'll get a guest. So you can stir here. And then we're going to add the body as well. So if the hands go over one way, then push. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I have some treats. Over here so the puppies were interested. Hi, sweetie. Dang it. So go opposite. So when the fists are to the other side, we're really arching and rounding to the other side. So move really slow and kind of figure this out. It feels a little strange in the beginning, kind of like patting your head, rubbing your belly. I don't know if you all saw that class from India whenever that dog came and laid in my lap and like kept leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. It was like the best day. I'm hoping to recreate that. And let's go to the other side. So really finding resistance. So kind of like you're moving through quicksand or mud or honey. It should feel quite active. Yeah, and release. Beautiful. Let's take the legs over to the right. So both of the feet are kind of going over towards the right, and we're going to take a twist. Take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind. Press down through the sit bones. Make the spine really tall, and then we're going to twist over the left shoulder. So feel in here. So I've noticed that I don't need to go that far today. So I'm going to come out just a little bit. So feel into your body. It does give you messages. It takes a while to figure out what they mean. So it's kind of like an on-the-job training. We're sorting it out as we go. You know, so much of our life we're not really taught to listen to our body. I remember when I first started doing yoga, my first yoga class, she just kept saying, now focus on your breath, focus on your breath. And I'm like, I've never thought about thinking about my breath. It's like we don't know what we don't know. So now going on, it's like really listening to the messages of the body. If we're never told to do that, then there's not that relationship. So that's what we're learning to do. And even if you've been doing it for a long time, it just deepens and it deepens. And slowly release. Take the left hand down, right arm come up and over. We'll take a big side body stretch and get into the right low back. Roll the shoulders back, especially this left shoulder wants to come up. We don't want it to. We're going to bring it down and back. The right arm comes up and over. And let's take the right hand behind the head. Press the head back into the hand into the head. Oof, really get into the shoulders here. And then now we're going to take some dips. So I'm going to exhale, right elbow to the left knee. And stay here for a moment. Press the spine back to the back of the room or to behind you, really round. Then we'll move with breath. Inhale. And exhale, curl, really exaggerate it. Inhale. And exhale, curl. Once more in. Exhale. And inhale. And come all the way up. Bring the right leg out. Again, press down through the sit bones. Lift through the crown of the head. Extend the spine long. And then the elbow is going to come, right elbow is going to come down to the knee or to a block. I like to put a block, if I have one, behind the leg. And if you're feeling real flexy and open today, you can even grab for your foot. But we want to lengthen, so the in between the ribs and the hips on both sides have length. Oftentimes we just think about this left side, but we want to find length on both sides. And then reach the left arm up and over. So I like to either relax this top arm, just completely let it hang like a wet noodle, or like we just did on the other side, press the head into the hand back into the head. This just adds that resistance and more awareness into what's going on. You should really feel this on the left QL muscle, left low back. It hurts so good. And if you haven't done this with a lot of props, it's really nice to do it with some props and stuff as well, and hang out here for quite some time. Just stay for a little bit today, a few more rounds of breath. If you have the hand behind the head, then press the head back into the hand, creating that resistance. And then extend the top arm long, reach, 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 and reach even through the pinky finger. Turn the hand down, reach the pinky finger, and see if you can feel that extra engagement that creates. And then slowly lift up, take a moment, let the sand in the hourglass settle, little spirals in the spine. And let's switch sides. So it's kind of mermaid sit, feet over towards the left. And let's take a twist over towards the right. So again, gauge how deep you really need to go here. I would normally twist a little bit deeper, but my body's saying, no, not today. So every day we have to ask and check in. Not assuming. And it's normally taught to twist the head all the way around, and that's really not necessary, and it's actually not even good often. So feel into your body and see if that feels appropriate. And slowly release. Right hand down, left arm up and over. You can maybe come down to the elbow or just reach out through the fingers. Right shoulder likes to come up and in, but roll it down and back. Create space between the ear and the shoulder. Left arm up and over. Spiral the heart open, spiral the whole rib cage up. Left hand behind the head, head presses back into the hand. Equal opposition here. And we're gonna curl it down, elbow to knee. Stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Should be feeling it on the upper back as well. Whole left side of the back. We move with breath in and out. In and out. Once more. In and out. Let's come all the way up. Left leg out. Same thing on this side. This is my favorite low back stretch. You get some in the groin too. So elbow down to a block or a bolster or the knee. Already right here, I can feel this like a lot. So just judge in your body. I like to take the head in the hand so it can relax. And then right arm comes up and over. See if you can relax the arm, or else take the hand behind the head and create that action again, pressing the head back into the hand. Spiral the whole rib cage, heart open. Whew. slow, steady breath. So this is quite intense for me right now. So really focusing on the exhale, emphasizing the exhale is really helpful. It helps the body release because everything in my body is wanting to tighten up and be like, ooh, there's threat, there's stress. So if I can engage that exhale, I'm speaking to my body to relax, to release. The exhale works a lot better than saying, relax to yourself. And just use the language that the body knows, which is the breath. Wherever the arm is, extend it, turn the palm down and reach to the pinky finger. Let me know in the comments if you can feel this. I don't know if I'm just making it up in my own body or if it's actually, you're feeling it, if you all are feeling it as well. Like this deepens it on the top of my hip bone, the muscles right above. And then once more, spiral heart open, one more extension. Oh, and slowly come up. I don't know if you remember that candy Laffy Taffy. That was one of my favorites whenever I was little. That's what it feels like I'm being stretched out. And let's just take a forward fold here. So options, you can extend the legs long, or if you'd like to take Baddha Konasana, you can bring the soles of the feet together. So whichever one feels better, or maybe do each for about 3 rounds of breath. Let's do that. Let's do Baddha Konasana. 3 deep, full rounds of breath. Extend the exhale. Yeah? So inhale. Release the back of the neck. Let the head hang. Full exhale. In. Out. In. And out. And then push down through everything touching the ground in order to help roll yourself up. Extend the legs long. And then maybe take the hands, we'll make this a little bit softer. Take your hands into fists, place them underneath the knees. And then begin to lean forward. Release the neck. 3 deep rounds of breath. Extend the exhale. And slowly come up. Beautiful. Take a big hug in. Hug the knees. Take the forehead to the knees. It can feel really nice to round the back. And slowly come up, soles of the feet on the ground. You can separate the feet just a little bit like this and just rotate the knees side to side. So getting a little twist in the low back. Beautiful. And just come back to seat. Close your eyes down again and bring in a little curiosity, just kind of noticing what shifted, even in a short little sequence, how much space can be created in just a little bit of time. It's quite magic. A little bit of awareness, a little bit of breath, a little bit of movement, and some intention goes a long ways. So thank yourself for showing up. Yeah, and I invite you to continue to come back. And every time you do, to treat yourself like an exploration, not to assume anything. And just keep coming back with playfulness and curiosity and see what happens. You'll be endlessly fascinated if you approach your self-life, your practice in this way. And hands together, thumbs at the third eye. We'll bow forward to seal this short, sweet little practice. Bow forward. Say namaste. thank you all for joining me. Sorry we didn't have any pups come and visit today, but I'm determined. I will come back and try again. Thanks for letting me be part of your practice. Comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're looking for in your practice, and I will try to provide. Yeah, let me know what's going on. And I'll see you next time.